Hey guys, today I wanted to go over a few invasions that were just fun this weekend. No real thematic connection between them. Most of them were organic though. So, starting off, they were nice enough to let me buff up a little bit. Encounter there, wave of gold spam with blasphemous blade. So, he does it again and I start feeling petty. And switch to my own wave of gold spam, which takes out one of the phantoms. Well, I go for the backstab there, but I'm guessing there's just too much latency. Miss that backstab, bad position. The phantom's too in my face to really chase the host down well there. So I attempt to take him out here, but he's able to get away. Wasn't paying attention to my FP, so I'm going to try a wave of gold next. And I didn't have the FP. I'll fix that real quick. And I go back to spamming wave of gold. This turnabout's fair play, which takes out the furrowed finger. At this point, the host starts booking it, so I'm going to switch to a halberd coming up here. I apologize for my dog barking. She's louder than she is smart. So I try to chase the host down, but he does a good job of just running away. So there's a bridge coming up here and I switch to the great bow. And when he comes across it, there's the gravity kill. Always fun. For this one, there's a few exploit abusers. We're gonna use the Crimson World glitch here. Buffing up while I have a chance. And they start tweaking. So for this particular area, I like this elevator be up just because gankers tend to fall into it. Just trying to get them to move away from the, I don't know, tweaking circle? Not sure what to call that. I switched to the intelligence talisman just in case my buff wears off. I can still use Radon swords. And the phantom goes into the hole. I'm gonna try a couple more times to get the host in, but he has two brain cells he's rubbing together to stay away from it. Most of my weapons are lightning infused since it's a deck build. I only have a few that are purely physical. The Arumi, the Sword Spear, and I didn't think about it at the time even though I switched to it right here. The Grafted Blade Greatsword. But if they're using that exploit, you have to do physical damage, otherwise they could just shrug it off. So I get the backstab. Wish I had the dagger talisman on, and I try to chase him down here. So I wasn't sure if the frost pot would do damage, and it doesn't. I was just testing that, but I finished chasing him down here with the tree spear. I'm pausing because I always mix up the tree spear and the sword spear, but it's the halberd. Here's a few people just ganking in the hallway before Phantom Moog. As always, buff up when you get a chance. Below ceiling like that, I attempt the rain of arrows, and it does some good damage. It takes out the Phantom. Miss the backstab. I'm gonna go for another rain of arrows, this time on myself, which hits the host. But with them all being fairly aggressive like this, I'm gonna switch to my Stormhawk axe. I always like to keep that right next to my great bow, just because people feel comfortable rushing you when you have a bow in hand. And that takes out the host. I hit a Moonveil, and one brain celled Phantom starts teabagging like he won. Well, these people were just waiting to start the boss for some reason. Interrupt their little circle jerk. Same thing here, he's rushing, so I switch to Stormhawk, which takes out the Phantom. The host here isn't god-awful with the Colossal Sword. So attempt the backstab, but I think the elevation there made me miss, or the connection, not sure which. So I'm gonna go to the flat ground and switch to my own Colossal Sword. I've really been liking the Lightning Gugs lately. It just does stupid damage. Get a hit in here. So since he didn't stagger, it was hard to see at the time, but I figured he was using Stamp. So I roll behind him for the backstab. This one, there was just awful connection between me and the Phantom at least. I missed a couple backstabs I definitely should have had, like that one right there. Host is just spamming things because that is the way this game's set up. Need a Cannon of Hyma from blue. So with a little bit of cover here, switch to the good old Great Bow. Damages a few of them. I still have lock on the blue, so a second one takes them out. Well, now it's just 1v2 again. I come out here to try to do some melee. Miss the backstab. Gives the host a little love tap to stop him from just spamming. So with the Ballista, if you can dodge it at close range, the recovery is long enough for a free backstab. And a Lightning Ram just to finish it off. Because it's a really good wake up, and you get a decent amount of hyper armor. Not a ton, but it's harder than you think to knock you out of it. So I switched to a halberd just to chase down the host. Next up's a 2v1, and they just love spamming shit, and I'm embarrassed this was as difficult as it was. I also don't think I had very good connection with them. Simply because I missed a few backstabs I think I should have gotten. With that low health, I'm really concerned with just finding some cover to heal up. No point in healing the Frostbite if it's that close to... Like, I should have had that one, but once again, connection. A lot more players on since Shadow of the Erdtree was released, but a lot more shitnet. But I do land that backstab. Host tries the Astral Ward, but there's no hitbox until it starts exploding. So at that close range, it's also a free backstab. And then Unsheath on the Host to finish it off. So this one, I thought the Host just was bonfire dueling, and I was in a good mood, so I figured I'd humor it. But he's ganking with an overlevel Phantom. And blues. He's buffing up while I have a little bit of cover. Seriously, 775 damage on an R1 from Lightning Gun. So neither the blue nor the Phantom really know how to use the weapons they have. As the Phantom's gonna pull out Power Stance Great Spears here in a second. I start buffing up while I have a little bit of time, hoping to get up to Blessing of the Erdtree. Walk right into that. I'll knock him out at Sword Dance and Elden Ring, so he L2's out of hit stun and needs a crouch poke. Now he's Blessing of the Erdtree and swap the Talismans off. Overlevel Phantom's terrible with the Great Spears. But even two idiots with high damage can be dangerous. Swings out of his stun, swings out of his stun again, and the Phantom goes down. This admittedly was a risk there. My bubble tier saved me. And the Host eats a couple crouch pokes for the win for me, loss for him. But thanks for watching, guys. These were just some fun invasions. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you next time.